So today marks the end of my training at this school. Tomorrow I'm having my driver's test, but I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to pass. And I'm going to let you know exactly why I feel like I'm not going to be able to get my license tomorrow. So stick around and let's find out. If you're new to the channel, go ahead, like, subscribe, leave a comment. I'm sharing my journey from Sweden to the US, showing you the differences in the tracking from the school to the roads. Right now, I'm in the school section. So if I get my license and get onto the road, then I'll show you the differences on the road. So if you haven't shared or subscribed, share and like and leave a comment on the channel, okay? So let's jump in. If you have it, if you haven't liked yet, or right like a big shot. So if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe, share the channel, tune in. I'll be putting up videos every week, twice. So let's jump into the reasons. So when I was in Sweden, I remember when I was in school, it was a bit different. We had one teacher, we had one class, and we were like 15 students. And throughout the whole period, we had the same teacher, same class, same schedule. And I remember the class was organized in a way that this teacher always kept an eye on us. They knew exactly what our progress was, where our deficiency was, and everything. When it came to the inspection, the outside inspection, it was literally the same teacher who took you through the whole inspection. And they always knew that Alan is good at this, they need to improve on that. And so you worked on that. So you got feedback from the same teacher the whole time. When it came to the inside inspection, it was still the same teacher that took you through everything. They got to know how good you were and what you need to work on. So I think that was really important. Then in Sweden, you do more beyond just the outside and inside inspection. You do halkbana to see how you react on the icy conditions. So there is risk 1 and risk 2. So you're taken actually to a place where it's really wet, and you drive on the wet surface. Then also they take you in a truck. It's a stationary truck. You sit inside, and the truck will spin around to show you, to get you a feeling of what happens when actually a truck crashes. What really happens, how it's gonna feel. I remember why they told us this thing. It was because it was about the seatbelt, and why the seatbelt is very important. They were showing us that if you don't have a seatbelt, this is how bad the accident is going to be. But if you have a seatbelt on, the truck can literally roll and roll so many times and nothing will happen. One thing I'll share with you is that the main reason why most truck drivers die in an accident is because they don't have a seatbelt. So, and usually they have the window open. So this is what happens. So when they have the accident, because you don't have a seatbelt on, you fly out through the window, and then the truck comes and lands onto you. That's when you die. But if you have a seatbelt on, chances are very minimal that you will actually die. So this risk 1 and risk 2 in Sweden was very good to highlight the importance of a seatbelt. And that is something that I find I didn't really get to see it here when I was training at this school. There was not anything about training on the ice, how to handle ice conditions. So that was something that was missing here. So and then I remember also we had actually a second teacher, but the second teacher was for people that are going to be driving dangerous goods. I personally wasn't going to drive dangerous goods like with a tank, so I never attended his classes. I only attended one teacher's class. We had simulators. Okay, so we would go to the simulators, we go on the road. It was a mix, a simulator and the road. A simulator is like a stationary, vehicle, but you feel exactly the same magnitude like when you're driving on the road. It's very important. I recommend anyone who's trying to take a license or get a driver's license to go to a school that has a simulator. What I've noticed in the US is that most schools don't have simulators. No, it's more, can I say, manual? Like everything you have to physically be in the, on the road, like here at my school. But in Sweden, I think I spent almost equal time or even more time on the simulator than the real trucks. But trust me, it was the same feeling. So fast forward, I remember before I went for my exam in Sweden, both the written and the driving. My teacher, because all of us were in the same class at the same time, we developed this kind of connection with our teacher. It was more like a personal, to a personal level, that she would actually tell you that, hey, Alan, I think you're going to make it. I think you need to improve on this. You need to work on that. And that was something that really, if I'm to compare the two countries and the education system, maybe it's because of this school that I'm at. And I want you to leave a comment or say something in the comment section to tell me that, at different schools, how you experience it. But for me, I'm giving my experience at this school. But if it happens different in different schools in the US, please let me know in the comment section. Plus, I want to know how it was for you at your tracking school before going for your exam. How comfortable were you? Did you feel like I'm gonna nail it tomorrow? Were you unsure? Were you uncertain? Leave it in the comment section. So fast forward, the days before our exam, I remember we were in the class and the teacher literally told us that we're about, like I said, we're about 15 people. She was like, all of you people are going to pass. You're going to pass your exam tomorrow. And trust me, all of us, the 15, passed. No one failed. We passed our exams. And I was really happy. And I remember when we passed the exam and everyone came out and everyone was really happy. And, we told the teacher that, hey, everyone has passed. She was super happy. And she was like, you see, I told you guys. So to summarize up, in Sweden, I feel like I was prepared so well for my exam, the DMV exam, my everything from driving, inspection, or everything. I was really prepared. Why? Because I had one teacher. We they knew exactly what your deficiency was, and they knew exactly how to help you out. Now, fast forward to the US. At this school, I've been here since July. Early July, late June, early July. So July, August, September, October, November, almost 5 months. But I'll tell you that number one is that you have so many teachers here. Today you're going to work with this teacher. Tomorrow you're going to work with another teacher. Today you're going to work with one teacher who's going to tell you, you're going to do something a certain way. And they're going to tell you, no, do it this way. I'll give you an example. When I started doing the street, they call it the street. You go out and drive around the street. On the book, it says when the RPMs are 10, shift. That's when you're double shifting. When I go to the vehicle and I was waiting for the RPMs to get to 10, the teacher told me, "Oh, why are you changing gears at 10? You're supposed to do it at 8." And when I try to ask, hey, it says 10 in the book, it's like, no, I don't care what the book says. Just do as I say, put to 10. I was like, okay. So I started, double clutching at 10 RPMs. A different day, it was a different teacher. So I wait for 8 for 10 RPMs to change there. And then this teacher was like, wait, why do you change at 8 RPMs? It has to be between 9 and 10. I was like, oh my God. It's even hard to argue with them because you know what? Even if you make an argument like, hey, this one is telling me this one is telling me that, you get it. What should I, go with? But anyway, this is the thing that I feel like is a downside when you have different teachers teaching you almost the same thing. There is no consistency. Like when you come, like if I train with it, like there's a teacher that I train with here, I won't mention the names, but he's very simple. He will really help you. But when you train with him, he makes you feel confident and comfortable that you actually, you're getting everything. And then there's a teacher, when you train with them, they make you feel like you haven't learned anything, like what you're doing is completely wrong. So I felt that was really a setback. I know, it's, you need to have thick skin as well when it comes to this. But then also, I believe as a teacher, you're supposed to be inspiring. You're supposed to be pushing the students, not literally putting them down. And I feel like some of the teachers, like, they were literally putting you down. You don't feel confident. And I think that was a really downside at this school. But I also feel like having different teachers teach you like at different times is not very good, according from my experience. But let me say, what I recommend though on what I commend them on is that the inspections, they're really good at the inspections. I feel so confident about the inspections, the outside inspection, inside inspection, the skills. There's a teacher here, I won't mention the name still. He's very good with the skills. I want to know exactly as well which part of the DMV preparation were you most confident about. Was it the skills? Was it the inspections? Or was it the street? Like, where, before you went for your exam, I want to know which part were you most confident. Hey, I'm going to get this. I'm going to nail this. For me, I feel like the inspections, I'm going to do good. I'm going to do good on the skills. And now I'm going to tell you the thing that I think I'm going to fail on. I'm going to fail on the driving. And I'm going to tell you why. The reason why I think I'm going to fail on the driving is because I didn't have enough time on the street to train. In Sweden, they give you, I think you're supposed to have 15 hours of training. I will tell you that actually you have those 15 hours of training. But here, I will tell you that they say you get a certain amount of hours. But if you compare to how much you drive when you go out, no, you don't get that much time. And I strongly believe that I'm going to fail tomorrow my test because of the driving. I don't think I'm 100% there, but also because that when I was driving with the teachers, they didn't give me the confidence that I needed. And it was because I feel like I drive with one teacher where I feel I'm confident and I'm going to nail it. Tomorrow I drive with another and everything is on tension. You feel like, okay, so my self-confidence has been really bad, but I'm going to try my best tomorrow because one teacher was asking me, why don't you extend and get more training? But then I was like, my logic was, you can tell me what you think. I can get more training for the driving and then still fail on something else. So why don't I go past the things that I feel confident about right now and just wait for the part where I feel I'm not so confident? Because I feel like the inspection and all that, I'm going to pass them. The driving, maybe not. So instead of waiting, and I still have to keep reminding myself of these other parts of the exam, why don't I do them and then just wait for the last part? I don't know. What do you think about my choice? I think I'm making the right choice to go do what I can, because if you fail one part of the exam and you pass the other, the only thing I need to do again, if I pass the skills test, the air brakes, and the road, I failed the road, I won't do the skills again, but I have to do the air brakes again because they cannot take you out on the road without doing the air brakes. So I have to redo the air brakes, but I only redo the air brakes and the road, of which the air brakes I feel I'm confident about. So I only have to do that part. So I don't have to do the skills again. So that's what I'm benching on, that, hey, look, let me go get done with the skills at least so I know I have only the road. Then if I fail, I can always come back and just work on that. But so to sum it up all, the reason why I think I'm going to fail tomorrow my exam is because I don't think that I have driven enough. I don't think I'm confident enough to actually go out. I know exactly how to double clutch, do all those things, but I just feel that I wasn't motivated enough by the teachers to make me believe that actually I'm gonna make it. And that is the one thing, if I'm to compare the two countries, in Sweden, these people really help you. They make you believe even when you think you're not going to do it. They really show you that, hey, you are going to make it. And I feel like in the US, like, I don't know, people don't give you that confidence that, hey, you got it, you got this. No, it's more like, hey, come on, man, you can do that. You get it, that kind of thing. And coming from Sweden, I'm not like so used to that kind of energy, and it doesn't lift me up. I know some people out there, they like that tough love. But for me, coming from a place whereby there's not so much tough love, I don't know the opposite of tough love, but encouragement is given in a certain way, not like in the US. So it's been challenging. And tomorrow I'm going for my exam. I'm definitely gonna do a short video, check it out in the shorts. If I pass my exam tomorrow, I'll let you know if I pass my exam. If I pass parts of the exam that I think I'm going to pass, I will let you know. If I fail everything, I'm going to make a short video and tell you exactly what happened tomorrow at my test. So make sure to check out tomorrow. My exam is at 7. So I think I'll be there like for 2 hours, 7, 8, 9, I'll be done. So by 10, I'll put up a short to tell you what happened at the DMV, okay? So that was it today. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to leave a comment. Please let me know what you think of my experience. Tell me if you have your own experience about being in a driving school or at any institution when you're studying. Your observations, if they correlate with mine, if there's some kind of like similarity, I would like to hear. And wish me luck tomorrow, and don't forget to ride like a big shot. All right, I'm out. Peace.